sure whether it was working.
Let's cut to the chase. You both made a decision to keep the marriage going, and
That's
you
right.
both made a decision not to tell her.
That's right.
You're her youngest. Now, a few days before this kid, oblivious to this, turned 17, we can't be specific, but somebody dropped a clanger, right?
A day before the 17th birthday, we was holding a party, a family party, all the brothers there, their wives, our pastor, a few other friends were there. We booked a restaurant, and somebody the day before told her that I may not be her father.
What did that do?
It absolutely destroyed her. She didn't actually tell us until after the party.
You told our team that you and your wife had decided that you would never tell this girl the truth because you loved her, she was yours, and...
Well, you've got to remember, Jeremy, when she was born, that girl was born, and my wife had a hard birth, I was the first one to hold her. I was the first one to feed her. She's my daughter. No matter what happens today, she's my daughter. She's 19, she's got her own life. That girl's in trouble, she comes to me.
How are you going to feel, though? And I'm simply, I've been asked to do this, and I absolutely love to hear what you're saying. It's nice. A lot of people run away from responsibility. And you sound like my parents. They say that nowadays people make a mistake and they just split up too quickly. They don't get their heads down and make it work. What would it do to this girl if you're not biologically her father? Are you worried about that?
No.
Why does she want to know?
We've talked to her because certain people have heard about this and keep digging at her.
Yeah.
And all she wants to know is one way or the other. I'm so proud of Louise. I had heart bypasses. She'd come to the she'd come to the intensive care. She actually fed me whilst I had the tubes and that. You know, she's my daughter. There's nothing that's ever going to change that.
Have you gone beyond the thoughts of like
She's my daughter.
would she want, if you're not the father, would she want to go and find out who your father? Do you think she's shaking her head already?
I don't think she does. We've spoken about this because obviously when the first comment was coming on your show, I said you may not get the results you want.
You sound like me.
You may not get the results that you want, so we've got to move on. And I said the other thing is, this is it. This is the final chapter. Once we find out, we move on. We don't mention it again.
You want a dad like this, wouldn't you? Eh? Nice guy. Should we get her out?
I'm not perfect. Don't say I'm perfect.
I haven't said you're perfect.
I make big mistakes.
Can I just say something?
Oh,
People watching this is what being a dad is all about. I absolutely salute you. Let's get her out. She's not as well. Louise is on the Jeremy Kyle Show. Well done, pal. Louise, welcome to the show. Take me back to that moment just before your 17th birthday. You had absolutely no idea. What was it like when that person dropped that bombshell?
I was destroyed. Didn't know what to believe, didn't know what to think, didn't know what to do, bottled it up. Yeah, just didn't know what to do, didn't know what to think.
Tell my researchers you felt at that moment. In that instant moment, you felt like your life had been a lie, really.
Yeah.
Today, and the reason I'm easy tops. The reason I have to ask these questions is for the very reason that he just said, that people tend to come along with rose-tinted spectacles, think they'll get the answer that they get, and the world's going to be a wonderful place, and they don't always get to hear what they want to hear.
Yeah.
What would it do to you if he isn't Victor, your biological father?
It would upset me, but he's always been there for me. Like, he told me yesterday that he was the first person to hold me from birth. He's my dad. He's always been there for me. You know, I've grown up with him. He's taught me how to spoil me. Treats me like a princess.
Oh, look at him.
Yeah.
I do shout at her occasionally.
Sometimes.
I've got a teenage daughter as well, I know what you mean. I guess however much he says, there will be a part of both of you that would crave a positive result, but the chance is that he isn't.
Yeah.
Do you think further down the line that could cause any problems?
No. We've got such a strong relationship with my dad. There's something that can come between us, not even yesterday.
And would you want to go and discover who, if he
No.
isn't? I don't know what the envelope says. I know what I hope it says, because this man is
Yeah.
proper.
No, I wouldn't want to know who he is. He's
No?
my dad. He's my dad.
Should we do it?
Yeah.
Let's do those all important DNA results. Thanks for coming back. You okay?
Yeah.
You said that you were 50-50. What about you?
Yeah.
The DNA test results show that Victor. He's not your dad, damn it.
It's fine.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. You're my dad. No one else.
I'll tell you something, right? And I've done this a long time. And I'm getting old and I start to agree with things that my dad said, but when he speaks, and I'm sure it is upsetting, and I'm sure that you would have wanted another result. But what you say about him and what he says about you, it's right, it's proper.
Mm.
You wanted to know this, right?
Yeah. I do. But it's not going to change anything, you know. He's my dad. That's all that matters to me.
Next big thing is talking to them, you are.
You're getting married, yeah?
No.
You won't get past him. Listen, I'm sorry you didn't get the result you wanted, but I really appreciate you being here. And I'll also tip my hat to you, sir. You're in the British Armed Forces, which deserves huge credit. He's a top man. Thanks for coming on the show. Give him a round of applause. What nice people they came for the truth. We will help them move on after this break. They're one of the stations here to find out if the man who abandoned her as a child really is her dad. We've got more DNA. We're coming back right next.
All controls, you two. Is it little control you?
So now you're blaming her boyfriend.
I don't guess.
Listen, pal, here's the thing, right? 24 years, I'm not interested in what she says. It doesn't matter whether Leon's a pain in the butt. Stand up, be a man, get out there and get the truth, because I'm a busy man and you owe it to her, all right? You binge drink. And when you binge drink and you get drunk, you insult her. You're a complete nightmare to be with. That's not going to turn her on.
Bringing people together. The Jeremy Kyle Show. Sponsored by FoxyBingo.com. He's Harry Styles. He's Ed Sheeran. He's Kim Kardashian. He's Keith Lemon. The Keith Lemon Sketch Show starts Thursday at 10 on ITV2.
When a stroke strikes, the damage spreads like a fire in the brain. To spot the signs of a stroke, you have to think and act fast. F. Face. Has their face fallen on one side? Can they smile?